So I went ahead and I reprinted the 77 Dodge cab and the Wrecker bed, and I did that in ABS, right? So I just want to, as I work through this project, right, I just want to show you the difference, and it's a major one. So let's take a look at it. So this one here is the PLA. As you can see, it's it's really rough on the sides, but the fitment for the front to the doors is pretty dang good. There's some trim that needs to be done, but at the same time it is really rough, right? And even looking at the Wrecker bed, you can see that this here, if you can see it, maybe to get the right angle, I can show it to you. See how rough that is inside? See how rough that is? So the plus on this is that PLA doesn't warp very much, but ABS does, and I'll show you that in a second. If you look at the back, it is really rough as well, so there would be a lot of sanding going on here for this, right? So the strength isn't there, it's rougher, and well, it would take a lot more work to prep this for any kind of model, RC or otherwise. The model I downloaded isn't really, well, it can be made into an RC, but it's not meant to be. It's just meant to be, shelf queen, sit on the shelf, looks really neat, and you did it all right, and look at all the detail. Woo! All right. All right. So hey, welcome back to RC Mechanic Garage. And with that, we're going to move on to the next truck, and then we're going to talk about frames. This body was done with ABS, and if you look, just like I showed you in the other one, it is like a lot smoother, right? There's a line right here, and there's some lines on the side, but that could have something to do with the orientation in the printer. But overall, it's a lot smoother than this, if you can see it. Alright. ABS is supposed to be stronger, but there's that warping problem, right? So when we go to put this front end up here, as you can see, the gap is pretty severe, and it doesn't really line up. And if I push this up to where it's supposed to be, close to it, you can see that there may be some trimming that needs to be done right here, like right there, to bring everything back up close to where it should be, right? Other flaws, I noticed on the windowsill there's some scabbing going on right here, a little bit up in the front right here, and on the back. The camera will pick it up right there. Alright. So, as far as the bed goes, this is where the warping is pretty evident. As you can see, there's a little bit of a warp there, right? And even though it's smoother than the PLA, most likely going to have to do something with it. I can actually feel it with my thumb, and most of my feeling is gone in my hand. So if I can feel that, you know it's there. Right? Bottom side looks good. Back side looks so much better than the other one. There's a few lines right there, but you know, we can sand them out. Alright, inside the bed, like I showed you on the other one, is nice and smooth right up in here. So, here's a big question. Oh, well, alright, so this part right here did not turn out as good as I wanted it to. Alright, you can actually see the layer lines right there. I probably could play with the printer settings to fix that, but I'm not. So the bed I'm going to probably use and the cab will be the ABS, because it's the one that is supposed to be stronger for one, and I can work around the warpage in the front right here. You know, we'll just put some glazing putty on that thing and just call it good. Alright, if anybody's wondering why I printed these in primer gray, is because if I'm on the trail and I put scratches in it and it goes through, say, red primer, goes through the paint, then goes through to the red primer, it'll be gray. So that'll make it look like it's, you know, metal at least, right? Right. Alright, so we're probably going to go with the ABS body, ABS cab, this one right here, and this one right here, and this one right here. 73, 79, 77. Okay? And they all fit all these, so it's not a big deal. These are done in silver, so if a person wants to sand them, you can make them smooth. This one here turned out really well. This is done on PLA. They're all done on PLA. This one turned out really well as well. The one that did the worst of them all is this one. There's a lot of lines in there. And I did this on the bamboo because it seems to do better with the grills. But you don't have to worry about like sanding it down and going to a different color, because this is all one color filament. Just depends on how much patience a person has, you know. So anyway, so alright, so let's move on to the frame, because that's going to be the biggie on this project. Sanding is not so much, it's just tedious, you know, but the frame will be a big thing. Alright, so looking at this a bit closer, I am finding there's some warpage right there. Didn't see that before. Also, on the bed, there's some right there at the bottom. So maybe I should just redo this part and this part. This part actually is pretty good. I really like the way this is all turning out. I mean, but I am still learning, okay? Still learning. Alright, so what we have here on the frame, basically, $19 3/4 total length. Okay, and the metal I have for this frame is this right here, which is pretty dang close to this, right? So I think if I cut this piece right here about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Compensate for this and this. If I just go 2 feet, right, I can always cut it off later, and then we just need to make some cross members, like these cross members right here, here, and here. These are going to take some work, right? And these, I have some other metal here that will take care of that, right there. All right. So that's where I'm at on the 3D printed Dodge Wrecker, and hopefully you like this, and if you do, you know what to do. Leave a comment, give me a like, and leave a comment. Some people don't think that Dodges should be tow trucks because let's see. The #1 claim was that they have weak frames. Okay. However, in this one, there won't be a weak frame, and I think it'd just be pretty dang incredible just to have it. Right? Okay. So, here's where we're at. I'm not sure how many videos on this I will do, if I'll do most of this off camera or what. I might. I mean, I just might. You never know. And this is Mechanic Garage. Thank you for watching. And hopefully you subscribed already, and I will see you on the next video.